Hello from DC and Capital One Arena. Clearly this isn't working. I'm a terrible streamer. How about now? What do we got? We got it? We got it? Yeah! We like it when things work. Come on, peep the Mario shirt. What's up? Hi, what are you doing down in the Capital One Arena? I think I have everything over here. I need water. I do need water. Then we can start the festivities. We're gonna do Bradley. I don't know if we're gonna go back from Bradley today. Today was an office day, and I have minimal energy for anything after the office. It's very mentally taxing on me. It drains my batteries, if you will. Let's fuel up with some H2O, shall we? Ho ho, it's the Corgi Meister, everyone! Round of applause for the Corgi Meister. Round of applause. Am I excited? I don't know. I think it's gonna be. Shut up. I think it's gonna be fun. It'll be something different. Let's see if this bullshit works. Yeah, I love it when things work. I love it when a plan comes together. Yeah. Let's see. So, someone wants to double check the YouTubes for me. I believe it's in 4K now. I'm actually very curious to know what kind of a delay we're looking at also. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I wanted to start saying intentions. I wanted to see how that goes. Not going to do say intentions is delay check. I don't know what's going on right there. Delay check. I want to say there's like an extra second or two for the software to display the two things. What are we looking at? Give me the dirty deets. I need this thing. Yeah, after this stream, I need to actually set up for tomorrow's stream. Should have probably put it on the schedule. Alright, Twitch wasn't playing the stream, so he says hello again from DC Capital One Arena. 20 to 25 seconds. That's kind of shit. Is it worth it to go to 4K for that kind of lack of interactivity? I had a whole conversation with you then, Hi, because I was asking what you were doing down there. I did like a whole intro. I don't know. I showed off the Mario shirt. You missed a lot, kid. You missed a lot. It's 20 to 25 seconds on Twitch or on YouTube? Oh, nice. Hope Twitch doesn't have fucking 20 seconds of delay. That would be complete shit. Our break's set. Let's get that situation going. Find an iPad that's probably dead because that's what the iPad 6 mini does. Is it just has the battery life of a fucking fetus. nice. You have a good time. On YouTube. What's the Twitch delay? My iPad has the battery life of a fetus. I know it makes no sense. It's got a lot of shock value in there, and that's what I was going for. Because this thing is fucking dead every time. Just from being off. It doesn't make sense. I can't figure it out. But my iPad 5, my old one, oh, that's actually really good. I'll leave it on YouTube. I think I'd rather have the better quality of the stream on YouTube for the live stream archive, because those effectively will be archived, I guess, forever. I don't know who wants to watch this shit 10 years from now, but they'll be there. Okay. So really quick, Archie Poo was saying that GSX can load my weights. How does one do that? Like, I see that SimBrief is connected. Do I have to do the boarding with GSX? It just takes so long, GSX's boarding. But we're gonna be here for it. GSX is actually working, so we're just gonna fucking let it roll. Curious where our loads end up. Jesus, take it easy with the fucking doors, will you? Break it, you bought it, pal. What's up, Iowa? How are you? I'm pretty sure my landing altitude should be not 11,000 feet. So is that accurate? No, it's not. Okay. Alright, now it updated. Cool. Okay, so there's that. Well, we got the iPad plugged in. $32.65.
25. Advise on initial contact. You have information Yankee. Washington Reagan National. Information Yankee. 2052 Zulu. Wind 330 at 13. Visibility 10. Sky conditions. Temperature 20. Dew point 2. Altimeter 3002. Arriving and departing runways 1, 3, 3, 4. Visual approach is in use. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures. Contact clearance delivery on 128.25. Advise on initial contact. You have information Yankee.
Good afternoon.
Washington Reagan National. Information.
Alright, let's get our clearance. Washington Clearance Pro, flight 682, IFR to Bradley, we have information Yankee.
Flight 682, Reagan clearance clear to Bradley via the Suki 5 departure. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 4000. Expect flight level 33010 minutes after departure. Departure on 125.65 squawk 1452.
Say again for Pro Flight 682? I got really fast at the end.
This way, please.
Pro Flight 682, cleared to Bradley via the Suki 5 departure. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 4000. Expect flight level 33010 minutes after departure. Departure on 125.65 squawk 1452. Expect runway 06 for departure.
Hello.
We're gonna change the runway. 06? Why doesn't that sound right?
Good afternoon.
Is this thing fucking confused? Because I'm pretty sure there's no runway 06 at, at DCA.
Good afternoon.
Well, that's a new one. We'll mark that down. Flight 682 cleared to Bradley, Suki 5, then as filed. Climb and maintain 4, expect 33010 minutes after. Departure on 125.65, squawk 1452.
Good afternoon.
Cross Flight 682, read that correct?
Boarding pass, please.
Boarding pass, please.
This way, please.
This is actually working. Hey, it looks like
Hey
GSX
folks,
is
welcome
doing the
aboard
needful.
Pro Flight 682 to Bradley International. I'm Deshaun Williams, your lead flight attendant from
There goes
Brooklyn.
my boy
Just a quick
Deshaun.
reminder, please stow your larger carry-ons in the overhead bins and smaller items under the seat in front of you. If you're seated in an exit row, make sure you review the safety information card in your seat back
Good
pocket.
afternoon.
Captain Chris and First Officer Herbert Aguirre are up front, and my awesome crew today includes Alex, Jamie, and Taylor. We're here to make your flight smooth and enjoyable. Thanks for flying with us.
That little kid walked on with purpose. Alright, I don't know if weights or anything are changing, so let's go back, ground support, back again, menu. The weights are not changing. So I'm confused on if that is a GSX option that I don't have on, that I thought I turned on, that I did not see. Right, if we go GSX settings, I don't see anything in here. Unless the whole boarding process needs to complete in order for it to work. I don't know. I mean, so far nothing's changing. This was supposed to have a progress bar now. I guess not. Alright, well, whatever. We're going to 5,000. See what happens. need to wait for the weights to be done. Oh, I think it is changing the weights. I wonder if it's going to do the fuel. I don't see the fuel updating, though. Let's look at the OFP. Takeover weight should be 144, so this is already like way heavier, but maybe it's because the fuel's not updating? I don't see a fuel truck out here though. Yeah, that's boarding complete and fuel didn't update. Alright. Maybe weights update but not fuel? No, because the weights are still off. So this did not work for me. What's up, Steve? Alright, so GSX didn't update my weights. I'm gonna have to talk to, I think it was Fixins. £6,000 of cargo. We'll just make this nice and easy. Right. Weights are close enough now, so he thinks we're good. All right. Thought I heard the wave come down. Alright, let's get ready for push and start here. We need doors to close. Which I don't know if GSX is going to do that for me, but let's see what happens. For all these door lights to go out.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Washington Ground Pro, Flight 682, ready for push and start.
Pro Flight 682, Reagan Ground, push and start approved, tail northwest.
Push and start approved, tail
Departure checks
northwest,
completed.
682.
Bypass pin inserted.
GSX isn't closing the cargo or anything.
Locking gear.
Lights out.
Release parking brakes, please. Release parking brakes, please. Release parking brakes, please.
Yeah, keep your pants on.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Alright, let's go start number 2.
Hey folks, this is Deshaun Williams, your lead flight attendant from Brooklyn. Welcome aboard our flight to Bradley International. Captain Chris and First Officer Herbert Aguirre are up front, and I'm here with my awesome crew, Alex, Jamie, and Taylor. We're happy to have you with us. Just a quick reminder, all ProFlight flights are non-smoking, so no smoking or vaping at any time. We're about to start our pushback, so please pay attention to the following safety announcement. Please make sure your seatbelts are fastened, your seatbacks and tray tables are in their full upright position, and all carry-on luggage is stowed either in the overhead bins or under the seat in front of you. If you're seated in an exit row, please review the safety information card in your seat back pocket. In case of an emergency, follow the illuminated signs to the nearest exit. We'll be cruising at 33,000 feet today, and our flight time to Bradley International is just under 1 hour. The weather there is looking good with a few clouds and a temperature of around 64 degrees Fahrenheit. Once we reach a safe altitude, we'll turn on the Wi-Fi and start our in-flight service. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thanks for flying with us.
Okay, we're gonna roll back. There's no way that's AI. This is Say Intentions AI,
Please
baby.
set parking brakes. Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
The accents are pretty good. So some of the more clearer voices, the way I understand it, is it's is 1 second before I forget to do the duties up top here. Good. Okay. The way I understand it is with some of the clearer AIs, I guess it's more of a script, but they feed it in like information about accents and things like that. everything looks good. Western Ground, Pro Flight 682, ready to taxi.
Pro Flight 682, taxi to runway 1 via November Juliet, cross runway 04 at your discretion.
Runway 1 via November Juliet, cross runway 4 at my discretion. Pro Flight 682. Alright, up, down, up mine, up yours. Rudder left, rudder right. Controls free and correct. Is APL on? Yes, it is. Why is this changing? That? Is that what it's doing? I found the switch! I found it! Oh, I'm so excited. I know what it is now. I will have to sort it out once we're moving. But I know what keeps changing it. Oh, this is a beautiful day. Was it a flight? Remember how I kept saying, I don't know if I was mentioning it to you or somebody else, the overhead panel. It keeps changing the control panel switch on me. Which is, I noticed like, well, all of a sudden my left ephes would be dead, and I thought it was like a bug. It's the knob that I have for my brightness. I think I have one of the wrong data refs in it, so it's flipping the switch back and back and forth, and it's changing which ephes controls both screens, and it's driving me crazy. I think I mentioned it to somebody. I don't know who. Maybe it was Steve over the weekend? I don't remember. It was you. Okay, yep. Knew it was somebody. He's losing it. Washington Tower, Pro Flight 682, holding short of runway 1, ready for departure. Lights are set, everything's set, just need to go ahead.
Pro Flight 682, Reagan Tower, runway 1, wind 320 at 13, RNAV Rev G, cleared for takeoff.
Captain wind 1, cleared for takeoff, RNAV Rev G, Pro Flight 682.
1.
Clear. There's one on the ground.
On runway 01.
N1 Toga, airspeed alive, instruments in the green. 80 knots, checked.
V1.
Positive rate gears coming up. drivers. We don't want to bump up and make this thing go batshit.
Ground Flight 682, contact departure.
Over to departure, Flight 682.
Ground Flight 682, contact departure.
Over to departure, Flight 682. It's over departure, Flight 682, 2,400 for 5,000.
Flight 682, Potomac departure, radar contact, cleared direct Swan, climb and maintain flight level 200.
Direct Swan, climb and maintain flight level 200. I will take this most likely illegal shortcut.
Flight 682, direct Swan, climb and maintain flight level 200.
Direct Swan, climb and maintain flight level 200 for Flight 682. Coming upon 10,000.
Flight 682, climb and maintain flight level 270.
270 for Flight 682.
Hey folks, this is Deshaun from Brooklyn. We've reached a safe altitude, so you can now use your electronic devices. Our onboard Wi-Fi service is also available. We'll be starting our drinks and snack service soon, and don't forget to check out the items from the ProFlight shop. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
ProFlight shop opening up soon. Switch angle action. He loves it. He loves it.
Flight 682. Contact Washington Center on 134.5.
Flight 682. Washington Center, Pro Flight 682, 5,000 for flight level 270.
Prop Flight 682, Washington Center, good evening, Fort Meade, Odenton, altimeter 30.05.
Fuck, do I share this now? God, YouTube makes it so hard to just share shit and do shit. Ah, there's the
Prop
option.
Flight 682, Washington Center, climb and maintain flight level 330.
Zero Pro Flight 682. So tomorrow we're doing the Halloween stream. Should be a good time. I'm gonna start it off with something aviation related, and then we're gonna switch it over to some point in the middle of the night to a spooky game that I have never played before. Should be a good time. I already forgot the name of it. What's the name of this game, Corgi? The Man from Montana? Corgi's gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He's losing it, folks. Let's go stealth mode, huh? You can just hear me yap for a little bit. I don't know what I'm gonna yap about. So the Max supports, well, the iFly Max, shouldn't say the Max. The iFly Max for Musfuss.
Washington Center, good evening, United 3163 at flight level 192, climbing 250.
Supports headset mode. Like as if you had a ANR headset. It's pretty cool. I actually found it quite immersive in VR. I thought thought it was pretty good, actually. Flight factor 777. If I trusted it, I would do a long haul. Doing this in VR, where I use my my in-ear monitors for VR flying because it just hooks up easier with the VR headset, and it's way more comfortable. Look at that sun just coming across, cascading across the cockpit. Then it disappeared. If I, what was I gonna say? I actually felt like I was really like the captain of an airliner with the VR, with the noise cancellation mode, with the earbuds. I felt like I was using that that Bose headset, the in-ear one. However, the flight, if I trusted my machine to be able to do all of it, I would set up a long haul flight in the flight factor and play a spooky game the whole time while we flew. But I feel like my PC is going to explode if I do that. I'm pretty sure it will. I'm pretty sure. It doesn't feel as immersive in 2D with my regular headset on. I've been tempted to bust out. You know what it is, and it probably would, because I think like if X-Plane's not in focus,
Washington Center, descend via Proud 2 for the ILS runway 4 approach into LaGuardia.
I don't think it's going to drill the GPU like that. I think it might work. It's the problem of the stability of the sim, is I feel like that might be the issue. Because I've tried to do other things with 2 games at once, and like one of the games will just end up dumping out and crashing. Is it nap time? I'm ready for a gummy.
Descend via Proud 2 for the ILS runway 4 approach into LaGuardia, altimeter 2994, United 3163.
Yeah, it's more like I don't want to get 3/4 of the way through a long haul and then like the sim dumps. Like I'd rather just, if I had a second PC, maybe I would try it, but that would be cool. Then I would do long. I know. Here's my issue. I want to pick it up just because it's on sale. Here's my issue though. Right now I'm really enjoying the Max, but I got a little bit of a soft spot for the Phoenix, and I'm kind of missing that. But what I'm doing, here's my plan. Ready for the grand plan? Here's the grand plan. So the way I'm playing it is right now the Max came out. We're in the Max, right? The next thing that's probably going to drop is that PMDG update with the what seems to be pretty big update to the 7.3 NG series. We're going to get the Asoba weather radar. I know it is what it is, but at least we have something. It's going to get ground handling improvements, flight model improvements, among other things, right? So then I'm probably going to transition from this, and I could just seamlessly go into flying the 7.3s from PMDG after this. At some point, Phoenix is going to drop the Sharklet update, and then I'm going to probably transition back into the Airbus. Now, this all isn't even in plan of MustFuss 2024 coming out. I don't know what that's going to change now. Who knows? Is that PMDG update going to drop with 2024? Is it going to be before? Is Sharklet's going to be this year or next year? Because if I know Phoenix, they're probably doing more than just sharklets in this update. I
Flight
know everyone's
682,
like,
expect the ILS runway 6 approach into Bradley. DPK 3 arrival, Sardi transition.
Hey,
Descent
folks,
will be in
it's
20
Deshaun
minutes.
again.
Let me know if you
We've
want to
reached our
descend
cruising
sooner.
altitude, so for your continued safety, please keep your seatbelts fastened whenever...
we'll expect the ILS 6 with the DPK 3 arrival into Bradley, ProFlight 682.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
So, what I was saying about the Phoenix. Yeah, so some people probably are like, well, what takes so long for just sharklets? If we know Phoenix, they're probably not just doing, oh, here's your sharklet update that took forever. They're probably doing massive other improvements to this plane that they're just going to slip in. And it's like, hey, by the way, here's sharklets and A, B, C, D, E, F, G of an update. Or I could just be full of shit and I don't know what I'm talking about. It could go either way. I don't know. That's my game plan, not including whatever's going to come in 2024. We might transition from, depending on the release of other things, we might transition from this into doing like all the certificates that you can get in 2024 and exploring all of that aspect aside from just doing free flight, because now there's going to be more things to do. You know, who knows what and what not is going to be compatible out of the box when 2024 drops. We might not see updates for months on some of these payware aircraft. So to me, 2024 is probably going to be borderline useless until we start at least getting a Phoenix, a PMDG, you know, and things like that. Like the things that I mostly fly are airliners. Miss GA, but I mostly fly airliners. With the new updates, I might fly more GA. I don't know. But I would say the core 3 aircraft that I would like to have in 2024 is the Phoenix, the iFly, and the PMDG, because those are the 3 things that I'm gonna probably fly primarily, which is much what I fly now with the occasional GA stream. Occasionally I jump into the biz jets like the Longitude. I'm sure that's gonna be fantastic in 2024. You know, if there's no airliner updates for the 3 I just listed for 2024 for some time, the Longitude's probably going to fit that role for me to fly in 2024. Then comes the flip side to everything. The shiny new toy. Let's say 2024 is really, really good. I'm not going to want to come back into 2020 to fly the 3 major airliner add-ons because that's all they're compatible with. So who knows what the future holds? That's a long way-winded ass way of saying I want to fly too many other damn things than to jump into the flight factor because I'm enjoying all this other stuff now. But I also still want to fly the flight. There's just not enough time. We all just need to quit our jobs and just play Flight Simulator all day. Can we do that? Can we get a show of hands who wants to do that? Because that's what really needs to happen, I think. I might have to get it and just do like long hauls off hours, like set up stuff before bed and then wake up. And I so want to do that. See, I'm with you. Let's go. It took everything in me not to put in my 2 weeks today. I was just so frustrated with work. I was so just like, you know what? There's other jobs out there. I'll just do some me time or something. I don't know. It is. You know, Steve. You know. It is. But I was so close. So close, dude. I actually walked into my manager's office today and I was just like, I think when my director's done with his call, I'm just going to walk in there and just give my 2 weeks and just leave. Just be done. 5 more is nice. Well, exactly. I'm getting a little bit of light chop here. That's what it is. I mean, realistically, I have bad days. For the most part, the good does outweigh the bad. So I mean, there's really not much to complain about with it. I started to rethink it. Yeah, I mean, there's got to be a better way than working our whole lives. This is just nuts. I mean, I would say if you could do it and you don't have to go to 70, I would just enjoy your life. Tomorrow's not guaranteed for any of us. Yeah. Yeah, and typically my bad days are in at least once a month. I've gotten to that point, and I've never really been, like, I've had some bad days where I'm like, you know, I'd get frustrated. But never to the point of saying the words out loud, like in the office. This is probably the first time, like, I'll say the past month, I've been getting to the point where it's just like, I'm really considering quitting. Like, something needs to change. Ah, okay. This is interesting that I'm getting this early. It is very windy up here today. I went for a walk with JT in the parking lot just to get some air today, and it was like a fucking windstorm. Let's look at the arrival. 4 years to go. Oh, that's not bad. 4 years goes quick. So this is just Deer Park to the Madison VOR. To Briss. But only till Monday. That's funny.
Pro Flight 682, contact New York Center on 118.9 or 75.
118.9 or 75. We'll see you, Pro Flight 682. New York Center, good evening, Pro Flight 682, flight level 330.
Pro Flight 682, New York Center, good evening.
Did it drop? It's out now? Well, I guess that is the question. Is it the update, or is it some, like, intermediary bullshit? I mean, I figured it would be this week. FS Elite doesn't have anything. Uh-oh. Fly-by-wire simulations going live with Out of the Hangar regarding its A380X. A new live stream by Fly-By-Wire Simulations is happening this week, and that'll focus heavily on the A380X. Stream is titled Out of the Hangar, and we'll see the team show off the A380X, answer questions in the community, and more. They're describing it as a special stream. I wanted to test the seatbelts. I know you've been really looking forward to that. Hey Deshaun, can you let the cabin know that I've turned on the fasten seatbelt sign? I don't know if that's gonna work. It doesn't detect the thing, so I'm wondering if I could actually prompt them.
Hey folks, it's Deshaun from Brooklyn. Just a quick heads up. The captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return your seats and make sure your seatbelts are securely fastened. We'll be coming around shortly to check on everyone. Thanks for your cooperation.
Shit, Deshaun. This guy loves to be from Brooklyn. He fucking so proud. Thanks, Deshaun. You're the best.
Thanks, Captain Chris. I'll let the cabin know right away.
That he's the best?
Hey
What
folks,
the
it's
fuck?
Deshaun from Brooklyn. The captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign.
Maybe
so
it did
please return
detect
to your
it, and
seats
now it's
make sure
doing
your
it
seatbelts are
again.
securely fastened. We'll be coming around shortly to check on everyone. Thanks for your cooperation.
I wonder if it triggered it twice. And New York Center, Profile 682, we'd like to start our descent.
Proflight 682, descend via DPK-3 for the ILS runway 6 approach into Bradley. Altimeter 29.94.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our initial descent into Bradley.
Sent by the DPK-3 arrival ILS 6 into Bradley, Profile 682.
Collect any remaining trash or discarded items. Thank you.
Proflight 682, descend via DPK-3 for the ILS runway 6 approach into Bradley. Altimeter 29.94.
We'll extend via the Deer Park 3 ILS 6 into Bradley, 29904, Profile 682. See, this is a little bit incorrect because it's a descend via. He gave me descend via. Roger, I'll take a look in a second. He gave me descend via, but this is an expect arrival. So I should be getting assigned stuff. Alright, the real question is, do I land the Max in Bradley and we jump into an 800 on the way back? Not necessarily. So they could give you a descend via even though it's expect altitudes, that's correct?
Proflight 682, speed 250 knots.
Whoa! .250 knots, Proflight 682. I don't need to descend this fucking aggressively.
Proflight 682, say again.
Speed 250 knots, Proflight 682.
Prop flight 682, say again.
I don't know what a problem is. Correct. Descend via expect altitude would mean if no further instructions were given, maintain acceptance. So unless they tell you whether just fly what's off the charts. Okay. I did not know that. The more you know. We're gonna have to do some recon. What's the version number, Steve? Yes, I do remember. Well, because ATC can override the restrictions. 3.0, so it has to be the update. Because the last one that I had was 3.0.100. I don't see.
Prop flight 682, contact Boston Center on 124.525.
124.525 for flight 682. Boston Center for flight 682 is 1000 descending. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for on their website, and all I keep seeing is
Center, good evening. It's with altimeter 29.9.
sign your fucking name. Two 9 out of 4 for flight 682.
Flight 682, contact Bradley approach on 123.905.
One 230.905 for flight 682. blew through high speed at 10,000 feet. Bradley approach, Pro Flight 682, 10,000 descending.
Pro Flight 682, Bradley approach. Good evening, Bridgeport. Altimeter 29.904.
2994, Pro Flight 682. Supposed to stop at 1,000. That's a me issue. Okay, AV Geek, thank you for the... Wow, I said that so fast and bad. Hawkeye AV Geek, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. This thing's gonna climb now because... Fuck knows why. Well, I mean, I know why. I set the altitude. I just didn't think that I did anything to command it to do anything further. I descended super aggressively for no reason. I actually thought I was much closer. Well, it looks like if that is the update, even though we can't find a change log, because why would PMDG post that? We will probably have to update and switch over. Yeah, I don't... There's no change log. Alright, ILS 6, 111.1, 058 for the course. Hooney at or above 1800, mins are 373. We're stable, we'll land. Touchdown zone elevation is 173, airport elevation is 173. Minimum safe, 3100 to the east, 3600 to the west. No. Yeah. Took a second. Peppy's on the left, house of 2 lighting if we have to enter the hold. Wow, that's a good one. What's the hold entry going to be? Let's see if I can do it off the top of my head. I want to say that's a parallel entry. Alright, are we going to tell me to descend? So let me ask you a question. If this is a descend via, at what point, I'm going to descend because I don't think this thing's going to tell me and it's going to muck the whole approach up. At what point would they tell me to descend past the last expect? So if the last expect was 11,000, then that's where I should stop and stay, and they should tell me past that, right? So, like, they just told me to send by, and that was it. They kind of didn't give me any more altitude instructions. But the lowest altitude on the chart would have been 11,000. Obviously, to be at 11,000 and I'm coming up on the approach, I'm just a teeny bit too high here.
Flight 682. Proceed direct Janet, descend and maintain 2000, altimeter 29.904 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 6 approach.
To Hartford. Please turn off all portable electronic devices
Well, I
and
didn't
stow them
listen to
until
them
we've
because I
arrived
knew what they were
at
going
the
to do.
gate.
This seems to be a
Preparation
common
for
bug.
landing. Make sure you're
Direct Janet, descend and maintain 2000 until established. Cleared ILS 6 approach. Flight 682.
any remaining service items and unwanted reading materials. To
I
the
mean, I
flight
could have just
attendants.
called them up and
Thanks.
requested lower, but there seems to be some sort of weird bug or something that when it does a descend via, it forgets about you until you're almost on top of the approach, and then it'll tell you to descend to like 2,000 feet. And it's like, but you dumped me off at 11, so now I need to dive and drive here.
$2,500.
I probably actually could have made that type of descent. So maybe that would have worked out. This plane seems to just be able to descend pretty easily. It doesn't feel as slippery, I think, as the PMDG. Not sure if that's correct or not. Alright, so the plan has been put on fast forward if the PMDG update just dropped. Let's take a look at the old windy winds here. 320 at 10. Lights, start switches. Looking good. Cabin crew, seats for arrival.
Got it, Captain Chris. Cabin crew, take seats for landing.
Da 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 da.
Flight 682, contact Bradley Tower on 120.3.
Tower on 120.3 for flight 682. Bradley Tower, good evening, Pro Flight 682, ILS 6.
Flight 682, Bradley Tower, winds 320 at 10, runway 6, cleared to land.
Runway 6, clear to land, Pro Flight 682. Okay, autopilot off, my airplane, auto throttles off, my throttles.
$1,000.
Approaching 06. $400. $300. Approaching minimums. 200.
Continuing.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Woo! First screen, decel.
682, welcome to Bradley. Contact ground on 121.9er.
121.9er, ProFlight 682.
To Bradley International, the local time is 7:06 p.m., and the weather's a comfortable 64 degrees Fahrenheit with a few clouds. Did you know Hartford is known as the insurance capital of the world? Also, it's home to the Mark Twain House and Museum. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until we reach our final parking position. Captain Chris and the whole crew would like to say goodbye and thank you for flying with us. Have a great evening.
Where am I? Bradley ground, ProFlight 682 requesting taxi to the gate.
ProFlight 682, taxi to A22 via Charlie 4, Charlie Echo, cross runway 33, then Sierra. Good day.
Gate A22 by Charlie 4, Charlie Echo, cross runway 33, ProFlight 682. I wasn't sure which runway I was crossing for a second. What kind of landing rate was that? Felt buttery smooth. Watched like 300. It's like something fucking stupid. A 103. I'll take it.
Approaching 1.
Actually thought she was a little bit lighter than that, but I can't complain. Take 100 all day. Hey, Deshaun, give our passengers a funny joke.
Hey folks, it's Deshaun from Brooklyn. So why
Deshaun
don't
from
skeletons
Brooklyn.
fight each other? Because they don't have the guts. Captain Chris and the whole crew hope that brought a smile to your face. Thanks for flying with us.
I love it. Love it.
Approaching 1, 5.
Honestly, aside from my just misunderstanding of the specs, this was a fairly smooth flight. Probably one of the smoother ones that I've had. And they have all different cabin crew too. That's what's pretty cool about it. I have no idea where this gate is. So 2-2 should be on this shaft of an island right here. I think I passed it. You know what? It doesn't even matter because we're on the express track to... That doesn't seem right. Yeah. Guess Bradley is another one of these fields I gotta do the exclusion for because these terminals are everywhere. Well, chat, remind me that as soon as I shut down the sim to add an exclusion for this so we can have proper gates on the way out that are not detached, because that doesn't look safe. That's definitely an OSHA violation somewhere. Had me in violation. Arch NDA, everybody. Wish GSA. Yeah. So, no. I tried. It didn't work. And I just did everything manually. It looks like it did something, but the numbers... I was like 12,000 pounds heavier than I needed to be. Alright, well, we're going to switch to the PMDG since that update just dropped, and we're going to check it out. So, we're going to put this toy away and switch to that toy. It just dropped. I had no idea. I just went on like a fucking 10-minute monologue about why I didn't pick up the Flight Factor 777 yet, because I have too many planes to fly, and how I'm flying this, and then like I'm going to jump into the PMDG update, and then I'm going to jump into the Sharklets when that drops, and then 2024 is coming, and it's like I don't know where I'm going to fit in the 777, and then Steve's like, oh, by the way, there's a PMDG update. So we're going to go and, yeah, we're going to go do it. Off. I'm sure that was great for the avionics. Just jank the power out. It's fine. So, we're going to go check it out. Let's go submit that APL flight. Let's go submit the PIREP. Yeah, so I just lost my train of thought. I don't know what I'm more excited for. Flight model changes or this weather radar? So let's exit Les Sim. I'm going to new flight. I'm actually going to close down. Cancel. Minimize. We'll restart that. I know it sucks, but also it's something. I mean, like the Sobo weather radar, I think was more along the lines of trying to simulate like the NexRad G1000. Let's go FS DT installer. Let's go config. Well, that's doing its thing. Let's get to the PMDG Ops Center. Holy shit. Please first update the... Okay, let's update the app. Gotta update the Ops Center first. We've done that. 2186. Let's go to our updates. And let's install. Okay, that's updated. Alright. Yes, I mean, does the way the radar suck? Sure. But it actually acts less of a NextRad and more of an actual weather radar to a certain degree. Just because of the fact that the sim knows where all the precipitation is. So it kind of, I think. I don't know. It's something to look at on pretty screens, so I mean, I'm here for it. But if I could do a single engine taxi and not get stuck like I used to with the older versions of the PMDG. That pop-up is very annoying. Yeah, because I mean, so the way the Musfuss did it is they were trying to simulate like the G1000 type, NexRad, satellite type based weather that you get. I did GSX. Thank you. I just finished it. That's right. You guys can't see my screen because I just captured the sim. Um. So yes. So because of just the way of what they were like, as far as I know, they don't simulate any type of like that 5 to 15 minute delay that real world you'd get on like a G1000. So as far as I'm concerned, it's good enough weather radar. I mean, it'll if there were actual consequences for flying into a storm in this sim, which with active sky there kind of is, so this should be helpful um, to actually pick your way around weather. And the fact that they put this in now is actually good because when 2024 drops, if the new weather updates are actually uh, really worth it and they actually will give you severe turbulence to fly into a thunderstorm, then that's going to be huge, even having it at just that level. Let's see, the stream should be back to showing things. Yeah, it should be booting up now. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I'm kind of excited. Kind of excited. Let's see how this works. I actually originally only had an intention of doing one flight today because I was kind of tired. But since this just happened, I guess we're going to try it. So to fast forward my monologue now, we're into phase 2. Phase 1 was the iFly. We're into phase 2 now if we're going to be playing with the PMDG. And then phase 3 is either going to diverge into MustFest 2024 stuff and or Sharklets. Phase 4 of the Aviator Chris Flight Sim Saga series, I'm just making shit up now, is going to be the Flight Factor 777, where we do long hauls and play other games. I don't know. We can try it. We can see if it works. I mean, if it crashes, it is what it is. Phase 5 might be the A330-900 Neo from Tolis. I don't know. We might get crazy with it. I mean, it's easy enough to do. You know, I could, especially, it could be the A380 from Fly-By-Wire. I'm not a big A380 fan, but Force collab on, oh shit, huh? Okay. I'm not a big A380 fan, but it's fly-by-wire, and this thing actually looks good, so it might tickle my fancy, and I may start flying the fly-by-wire. I don't know. Let's get say intentions back up. Force collab. I like it. I'm here for it. It's got to be a spooky game, though. We could probably. Well, I was thinking either Faz is a good one. Demonologist is probably a good one. Lethal Company. I'm getting back into that again. Lethal Company's been a blast. I think that's relatively light on hardware. That shouldn't kick my computer's ass. What's SCP? Oh, Corgi, is SCP the game that creature that they ported into Faz's ported into Lethal is from? The shy guy? Yes. I never played it. All right, let's take the 800. Oh, sir, I used to probably. I didn't change anything. That link I sent you was a live link. So you should see all the same data that I'd see live. I mean, I could let it run forever. I don't give a shit. I've had my house in there for like 2 years. You just need to tell me if your IP changes, because that won't update automatically. And then I have to just do another one. Yeah, so just keep an eye on that just in case it changes, and then just shoot me a message. This is taking a long time for it to do its little thing here. Captain, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, Steve, the TLDR is he's been having some severe packet loss, and it looks like it's between him and the first hop out of uh, his local modem. So, actually, Steve, you might know what causes this because what's up down south? Because this is the stuff I think that you work on, no? There it is. Yeah, he's got like periods of I mean it's every like couple of minutes he drops like a handful of packets and obviously streaming to Twitch that's a problem. That we don't know. I don't know if his company has told him. I think they just tell him it's fine. They don't tell me shit. They just say we don't see a problem in your area, sir. Sir, you don't know what you're looking at, sir. Oh baby. It's PMDG update time. No noise, oh my. Ah, all reliable. Alright, I need to do a thingy majiggy here. 738. 691 Papa Fox is up in Burlington. Well, now it's here. See if I remember how to do this thing. It looks amazing. Yeah, 2024 is going to be good. Do 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 do. Alright, let's batteries. Pad on my desk, is it custom made or available to the public? What pad? The thing you just pressed, like the plane. Huh? Oh, you talking about the FMC for the 7.3? This is from cockpitsimulator.com. I think it's cockpitsimulator.com. I'm actually doing a review on my YouTube channel, which should be out, I want to say it's going to be this coming Thursday. This is next up. I'm actually starting to do a whole YouTube series on reviewing all of this hardware that's on my desk here. Well, on my desk, on my rig here. This is a DOF Reality P3 motion rig. 3 degrees of freedom. So, you might not see it on that view, but on this view, this is, yeah, motion rig. Most of this stuff is plug and play. It's pretty much plug and play if you have spad.next, which is a software to do controlling of your hardware. God, I don't remember how to use the PMDG to download the flight plan. Help? Help? Or do we not do it that way anymore? Oh, is everything done through here now? Fuck me, huh? Oh, I'm leaning in like I can't see. There we go. That's how. Now we're cooking. I like this tablet now. We are in the 737-800 from PMDG. The update just dropped sometime probably within the last few hours. Not always smooth, but it lands. It's alright, we all started somewhere. Heck, I'm still learning things. Corgi just taught me something about arrival routes that I thought I had an understanding of, and apparently I didn't. Alright, 320 is the altitude. Everything's aligned, so we can go ahead and do that. Alright, let's call up for clearance here.
National Airport, Information Romeo. 2251 Zulu. Wind 330.
We're going to cheat and just say we have Romeo. Bradley clearance, Pro Flight 682 IFR to Washington, please. We have Romeo.
Flight 682, Bradley clearance cleared to Reagan. Radar vectors veers, then as filed. Climb and maintain 24,000. Expect flight level 32010 minutes after departure. Departure on 125.35, squawk 4754.
Flight 682, clear to Washington. Radar vectors veers, then as filed. Climb and maintain 240. Expect 32010 after. Departure on 125.35, squawk 4754.
Pro Flight 682, read back correct.
Hey folks, welcome aboard Pro Flight 682 to Washington. I'm Deshaun, your lead flight attendant from Brooklyn. Please stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seat in front of you. If you're in an exit row, make sure your bags are in the overhead bins. Captain Chris and First Officer Jerome Sweet are up front, and my fellow crew members from New York, Alex, Jamie, and Taylor are here to help. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Okay, I think we're all set up. Not exactly sure why this is not working. Have to stop and restart it since the sim did the old restart. Whoa. Why are my controls not working? Sometimes this thing gets a little bit jank. Let's restart open track here. Try it again. Oh, Mr. Heilig. .51. Set our trim here. How we doing tonight, JH? Alright, we are ready for push and starts, which is good. Okay. Unload. Just relaxing. Very nice. 290908 is the altimeter. Alright. Lights test. So far so good. I'm lazy to wait for all that to light up.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Bradley Ground, Pro Flight 682, ready for push and start.
Pro Flight 682, Bradley ground, push and start approved, tail southeast.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
It'll happen, Captain. It'll happen. Hey, that rhymes. Push and start approved, tail southeast, Pro Flight 682.
Locking gear.
Is there weather settings on the center console? Or is that's the Airbus, right? Oh god, I forgot the PMDG lifts like that. Right behind the fire handles. I'm looking. I'm gonna say nose right, I think. So I think we're taking runway 6. Bradley ground, what runway should Pro Flight 682 expect? The weather radar settings. Oh shit, it's right here. Okay, hello.
Pro Flight 682, expect runway 06.
Oh, I fucked up. Oh, because I had the chocks
Release
instead.
parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Alright, let's go for number 2.
Hey folks, this is Deshaun, your lead flight attendant from Brooklyn. We're about to push back and head to Washington. Captain Chris and First Officer Jerome Sweet are up front, and my fellow crew members Alex, Jamie, and Taylor are here to help you out. Just a quick reminder, all our flights are non-smoking, so no smoking or vaping at any time. We'll be cruising at 32,000 feet, and the flight time is just under an hour. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. We'll start our service once we reach a safe altitude, and the Wi-Fi will be turned on then too. Thanks for flying with us.
I love the announcement. I think it's great. I'm totally facing the wrong way because I'm a dipshit. It's all AI. Deshaun from Brooklyn is unfortunately not a real person. Start a cutout. Roll back. Start.
Set parking brakes.
Yes, yes I am.
Unlocking gear.
Alright, spin number 1. Fuel. Yeah, I remember when I went to Minnesota when I was younger, people heard my accent and like we were in a restaurant, Perkins, and it was like I was a celebrity. People would like come over and be like, "Can you talk?" And I'm like, "What?" They're like, "Say coffee." Okay, we got fuel flow, we got oil pressure.
Contract disconnected.
So far, so good.
Bypass pin removed.
Starter cutout.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
And we're gonna roll back. You know what's funny about New York is there's like 6 different New York City accents alone. Because there's like Brooklyn, there's Queens, there's Long Island, there's Staten Island, like Bronx. They all speak slightly different. She's out of the way, and we're... Alright, I'm being told I have to check on the salmon. Because we're cooking by numbers. Some people might know what that means. I should have did a single engine taxi to really see what's going on here. This is the update of all updates, folks. Alright, Corgi, you might have to walk me through a crossbleed start, because I'm going to shut down engine number 1. Oh, why is that doing that again? I forgot what I changed. I feel like, oh, why are we still on this profile? We're still on the max profile. That would have been real scary, because... Yikes. Isn't there a way to do a crossbeat start? Oh, you want to be fancy? Come on. Do you know who I am? You know I like to do the weird and wacky stuff. What fun is turning the APU on? Come on. Am I going to mess with any of the... You know what? We'll do the single engine taxi on the way in. I feel like that's going to be... Oh, shit. Easier. Than just shutting down just to restart, then the engine's hot. Who knows if they threw any kind of weirdness in. I'm going to be right back because we're going to go check on the salmon, make sure it's nice and cooked. All right. The salmon is borderline raw, but also burnt at the same time. So, salvageable though. Thank you, Captain. Bradley Ground, Pro Flight 682, ready to taxi. Yep, you heard correct.
Pro Flight 682, taxi to runway 06 via Sierra, Charlie, Charlie 1.
06 via Sierra, Charlie, Charlie 1, Pro Flight 682.
Pro Flight 682, negative. Pro Flight 682, taxi to runway 06 via Sierra, Charlie, Charlie 1.
Runway 06 via Sierra, Charlie, Charlie 1, Pro Flight 682. Yeah, because we're from Queens, we had gas. And now that we're out on Long Island, we have electric. And my wife has a very, very hard time cooking on an electric stove because she can't see the flame, so she can't judge the heat. So I get it, but I keep one of those laser thermometers near why does this profile seem like it didn't change? I keep it near the stove, so you just hit the pan and you can see whether you're in like some weird temperature. You know, getting too hot and things like that. Are you ready for the departure briefing? Oh, no good. Oh, I think I turned off. I have a virtual first officer, and I turned him off, I think. Are you ready for the departure brief?
Yes, Captain, here is the departure brief. We will be departing from runway 06. We'll be flying the assigned departure with an initial climb clearance to 24,000 feet. Transition altitude is 8,000 feet. After takeoff, we'll follow the SID profile with radar vectors to VEERS, climbing to FL 240. Weather at departure shows no significant weather expected en route. In the event of an engine failure below 400 feet, we'll continue straight ahead and follow ATC instructions. Above 400 feet, we'll
I don't know
follow
if you have
the
one of
engine
those
out SID
fire
procedure,
blankets
climbing to
in
3,000
your
feet
area,
before
but
turning
I
back.
highly recommend one.
For any abnormalities or emergencies before V1, we'll reject the takeoff and apply maximum braking. After V1, we'll continue the takeoff, handle the emergency, and communicate with ATC. We have been cleared as
Captain, have a
filed.
great day. Thanks
Squawk
for hanging
code
out.
is 4754, and departure frequency will be 125.35.
This is
We're
the most
configured for
detailed
takeoff
brief.
with flaps 5. V1 is 142 knots. VR is 147 knots, and V2 is 152 knots. We'll climb
I
out
don't
at
know
V2
where he's
plus
getting any of
10
these
knots.
numbers, because that's not
I
what
think
I
we're
said.
ready to go, Captain.
Thank you. Good brief. I was going to give the brief, but
You're
virtual
welcome,
AI.
Captain. Ready for taxi when you are.
Well, we're taxiing already, so. Same to you, Captain. Have a good one. For noise abatement, follow ATC instruction. All right. Weather radar on. Lights set. Tower 120.3. Bradley Tower, Pro Flight 682, holding short of runway 6, ready for departure.
Pro Flight 682, Bradley Tower, runway 6, wind 320 at 10. Fly heading 060, cleared for takeoff.
Copy the winds, runway 6, cleared for takeoff. We'll fly runway heading, Pro Flight 682. Alright, runway 6 on the ground, lights set, start switch is set, everything is set. And one heading select toga. Woo! Airspeed alive. 80 knots. 100. 120. V1, rotate. Positive brake, gear up. Layover at RDU.
Pro Flight 682, contact departure.
Over to departure, Pro Flight 682. Bradley departure, Pro Flight 682, 2,700 for flight level 240. I forgot to start ACARS, didn't
Bradley
I?
approach, radar contact. Cleared direct veers. Climb and maintain flight level 200.
Direct veers 200, Pro Flight 682. Alright, actually, before we go autopilot on.
Pro Flight 682, contact Boston Center on 135.325.
135.325, Pro Flight 682. Boston Center, Canadian Pro Flight 682, 5,300 for flight level 240, direct veers.
Pro Flight 682, Boston Center, good evening. Hartford altimeter 29.98.
2998, Pro Flight 682. Alright, we can go on. Yeah, we forgot to do the ACARS. Alright. Up, off. Flaps up, lights out, gear up, lights out. Can you take over the comms for the duration of the flight?
Roger, Captain. I'll handle the comms for the duration of the flight.
Who's better than the co-pilot? Here's 10,000.
Hey folks,
Like so.
Deshaun here from Brooklyn. We've reached a safe altitude, so you can now use your electronic devices. Our onboard Wi-Fi is also available. We'll be starting our drink and snack service shortly. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Alright, I'm gonna go fetch food. BRB.
Pro Flight 682, climb and maintain flight level 280.
Climb and maintain flight level 280, Pro Flight 682.
Pro Flight 682, climb and maintain flight level 320.
Climb and maintain flight level 320, Pro Flight 682.
Unfortunately for me, Dave! Fortunately for me, he can't change the altitudes. I had to go get food. Dave, you should have 4K on the YouTubes now. I think I figured it out. This is gonna be quite hard to eat a real meal like this. Might be a bad idea. We have some salmon farro. Sorry, salmon farro. Cucumber, some onion. I don't know how Boeing pilots eat a meal in the cockpit. This yoke being in the way just ruins the whole aesthetic. Give me my Airbus with that tray table. And cue Corky in 3, 2, 1. Oh, I knew you would be. So it's a big PMDG update drop today, Dave. We got weather radar now, even though it's Asobos. Alright, I'm going to say that this is not comfortable to eat this way, so I'm going to eat at my desk. Like a... I did, that's why I just switched out of the iFly to this. I was actually only going to do a one leg stream today, and then Steve mentioned that this dropped, so I was just like, you know what, we got to do it. Also just realized that like every camera I have is blurry. So I should probably fix that while I'm here, huh? Dave, let me know how the 4K looks.
Flight 682, expect the ILS runway 1 approach into Reagan. Clipper 3 arrival, expect descent in 20 minutes. Advise if you want to descend sooner.
Expecting ILS runway 1 approach into Reagan. Clipper 3 arrival, expecting descent in 20 minutes. We'll advise if we need to descend sooner. Prop Flight 682.
We've reached our cruising altitude of 32,000 feet, so you can now use your electronic devices. Our onboard Wi-Fi is also available. We'll be starting our drink and snack service shortly, and after that, we'll come around with items from the ProFlight shop. For your safety, please keep your seatbelt fastened at all times while seated. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Alright, that was much easier. Now we can settle in. Oh shit!
ProFlight 682, contact New York Center on 133.15.
Contact New York Center on 133.15. ProFlight 682.
Okay. So I think the big test is going to be in the landing.
New York Center, ProFlight 682. Good evening. Maintaining flight level 320.
ProFlight 682, New York Center. Good evening.
And of course, for the first flight with weather radar, there is like literally zero weather near me. There's like no weather in like the whole country. Wow. Hey, Deshaun, tell our passengers what kind of items we're offering in the ProFlight shop. What's a red flag warning?
Hey, Captain Chris, what's the situation?
Tell our passengers what kind of items we have in the ProFlight shop. Oh. So the opposite of rain and storms and flooding. Yeah. It's been really dry since the last hurricanes and stuff. Same. I have a dehumidifier down in the basement, and I don't even think it's kicked on in like 4 days. And normally down here it's extra humid. Caught the mute just in time. Yeah, I keep one upstairs too because we have the bathroom upstairs with the shower, so it gets humid, especially in the summertime. And that hasn't filled, and it's been about 3 days. I want to say it's half. We got 16 miles to top a drop. Go ahead and ask ATC for descent.
Requesting descent from New York Center now, Captain.
Prop Flight 682 requesting descent.
Prop Flight 682, say requested altitude.
I don't think he's gonna answer that question. Hey, Pro Flight 682, we're ready to start our descent down.
Prop Flight 682, descend via Clipper 3 for the ILS runway 1 approach into Reagan. Altimeter 30.06.
Descend via Clipper 3 for the ILS runway 1 approach
Ladies and
into
gentlemen,
Reagan.
we have left
Altimeter
our cruising altitude in
3006.
preparation for
Prop
our
Flight
descent into
682.
Please return to your seats and fasten your seat belts. Our cabin crew will soon be making the
And I'll
final
handle
rounds to
comms for
collect
the
any
rest of the
remaining
flight.
trash and prepare for our arrival. Please pass any remaining service items to the flight attendants. Thank you.
Roger, Captain. You have the comms for the rest of the flight.
I wonder. It seems like Say Intentions lays it on thick with the captain stuff. I wonder how realistic that is. My camera Oh, we have an air start unit now. I don't think we had that before. Yeah, remember I was talking about, I was trying to use it recently, and you're like, that's not what that is. That's just air conditioning to me. New tablet is actually not fucking bad. Isn't the Navigraph update done through here? Maybe I'm not gonna fuck with this while I'm flying. But maybe I need to install my nav data, or is the nav data installed? Where do I check that again? Definitely not the latest nav data. So I forgot to do that. I guess this update, because it changed so much, it didn't keep the the nav data.
682, contact New York Center on 135.45.
135.45, Profile 682. Washington Center Pro Flight 682. Descending on the Clipper 3 out of 15,000.
Pro Flight 682, New York Center, good evening, Dublin altimeter 30.06.
3006, Profile 682. Alright, let's take a look at the ILS-1, shall we? My ADD kicked in. I wanted to see what the latest cycle was. 2410. Yep, definitely out of date. Okay, well, that's fine.
Flight 682, contact Potomac approach on 119.85.
119.85 for Flight 682, we'll see you. Potomac approach, Pro Flight 682, descending out of 12,000. Clipper 3.
Pro Flight 682, Potomac approach, good evening. Long green altimeter 30.09er.
3009 approach, that's 682. These are one of these really long and painful descents. Or arrival routes, rather.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Deshaun from Brooklyn. We've started our final approach into Washington. Please turn off all portable electronic devices and stow them until we have arrived at the gate. In preparation for landing, make sure your seat back is straight up and your seat belt is fastened. Please secure your carry-on items, stow your tray table, and pass any remaining service items and unwanted reading materials to the flight attendants. Thank you.
Must have been a big update because I don't have any of my camera angles and stuff. See how they handle this descent here. So we come off the Clipper 3 with the last restriction at 10,000 feet. But is it going to give us a reasonable descent? I'm going to hold strong and see what happens. I don't know why I have a craving for a Kit Kat right now. Kit Kat and Reese's Peanut Butter Cups were like two of my favorite like Halloween candies as a kid. I mean, and still to this day. Anytime you want to give me a descent now to ATC. I'm just going to ask. Epidemic approach, Pro Flight 682, could we descend down to 5,000 feet?
Pro Flight 682, descend and maintain 5,000 feet.
We'll descend and maintain 5,000. Flight 682. Throw the boards out. I wonder if we have some. I think she bought Halloween candy. She hasn't mentioned anything to me, but my eyes see everything, so I'm pretty sure I see where the bag is. It's bringing me out for the full Monty approach. All the way out to Cavity, and then back in a bit. I'm not doing that. I'm going to request direct to catch her in a second. approach. Can we turn in direct catcher? Potomac approach, can Pro Flight 682 turn direct to catcher? Some good reading, huh? Oh, it did reply. It was just really direct catcher approved. That's 682. We don't need to go all the way out here. This is ridiculous. I'll have to take a look at that.
Pro Flight 682, descend and maintain 3500, turn right heading 360 vectors for the ILS runway 1 approach. Altimeter 30.08.
Descend and maintain 3,500 vectors. ILS 1 approach. Pro Flight 682. It's gonna yell at me because I didn't read back the heading. Maybe not.
Pro Flight 682, proceed direct Catron, descend and maintain 2500 until established on the localizer, cleared for the ILS runway 1 approach.
Cleared direct Catron, cleared. ILS 1 approach. Pro Flight 682. I can't see your link. DM it to me. I mean, the plane so far feels fantastic. We're gonna test the single engine taxi on the way in. I didn't want to potentially screw anything up on the way out. We'll see. I think the two main words are hard. The characteristics are going to be the landing flare and the single engine taxi. So in a way, I'm glad I might not be logging this on ProFlight, because this could be a total shit show of a landing for me. I mean, so far overall, I'm happy. We'll see how it feels on landing and taxiing. Alright, speed brakes armed. Pull back to 210. Flaps 5. Approach mode's activated. Localizer alive and captured. Glide slope alive. Back to 170 now. Speed check, flaps 10. Nice 21 right on the nose. Start switch is continuous. Lights are on. Is coming down, flaps 15.
Pro Flight 682, contact Reagan Tower on 119.1.
119.1, Pro Flight 682. Washington Tower, Pro Flight 682, ILS, runway 1.
Pro Flight 682, Reagan Tower, winds 340 at 8, runway 1, cleared to land.
Copy the wind, runway 1, clear to land, Pro Flight 682. Alright, we'll hit band and we'll pull back to final approach. Moment of truth. Alright, right to flaps 30. Autopilot off. Auto throttle off. My airplane, my throttles.
1,000. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10,
why are we just floating? What the fuck?
Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
I don't know if I like that. Yeah, I don't like whatever that felt like. It didn't feel good. Watch the town, Brooklyn 682, Golden Mist. Aye.
From flight 682, cleared to land.
That guy
From
sounds
flight
tired.
682, you have entered prohibited airspace.
Yep.
Turn around immediately and exit.
We're on it. Before he even said it, I felt it. I'm like, I needed to make that fucking left turn out. I think I was so fucking perplexed by what the fucking plane was doing.
From flight 682, possible pilot deviation. Advise when ready to copy a phone
Oh
number.
shit, not a number! I should probably actually engage the fucking autopilot, huh? Wow, what a shitty fucking pilot I am. Ready to copy the phone number, Pro Flight 682. I want to know what it gives me.
From flight 682, advise when ready to copy a phone number.
We're ready to copy, Pro Flight 682. They're not actually going to
From flight 682, copy phone number 20255505143.
I think that was too many numbers. 202555543. Pro Flight 682. You know, the fucking approach felt so good, and I don't know if you guys noticed if there was like a wind gust or something. It didn't want to settle as I was pulling the throttles out. It definitely does not land like the Max. The Max, I feel like it's a very smooth motion from pulling out power and flaring. Almost kind of like when I flew the 172, like as you're pulling back, you're pulling out the power in a lot of cases. So that's kind of like how the Max lands. That's not what the fuck happened here. I'm pulling power out, and then I like gained lift. I don't know. We'll see what happens on round 2. I'm sure APL is going to be like, you fucking stalled. Okay, good point. I didn't think about that. Oh, what the fuck am I doing? I thought we were further out than we were. Take the flaps out for now. see what happens now. Are the flaps actually faster in the Max, or is that incorrect? I feel like the flaps in this plane are really slow. Do they actuate any faster? In the Max? Because I feel like the flaps change. What about the Max? I feel like the Max is like really fast, or is that about right? That's about right. Okay. Okay. Didn't think about that either. Alright, flaps 30 set. So I might need to walk the power out a little bit faster then. I still kept some of it in, expecting to touch, but she never touched. It felt really good right up until that point. Could be pilot error. Very likely pilot error. But it felt very stable up until that point. Okay. Oh, I'm getting a little squirrely now. Well, we're about to find out. Yeah, the max I've been walking power back during the flare, but just slow enough that my wheels are pretty much touching right as the power is just about coming out. But if they made this more realistic, then that might be what needs to happen, so... We're about to fuck around and find out. When do we start flare again in this? 20 feet? 30 feet? 50 is like the 321. Okay.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20.
This is gonna hurt. Maybe not. Yeah, you can't keep that power in like I was doing.
Flight 682, welcome to Reagan. Contact ground on 121.7.
Ground on 121.7, Flight 682. Still a little bit floaty, so power maybe needed to come out a little bit. I think I aggressively pulled back a little bit too much too.
Hey folks, welcome to Washington. The local time is 9:09 p.m. and the weather is a pleasant 6380 GF with clear skies. Did you know that Washington is home to the world's largest library, the Library of Congress? Also, the city has more than 70 museums. Captain Chris, First Officer
Washington Ground, Flight 682, requesting taxi to the gate Delta 43.
Position. We hope you have a great stay or a safe journey onward. Thanks again for flying with Flight 682.
Flight 682, taxi to gate Delta 43 via Sierra, cross runway 15, then November. Good day.
Gate Delta 43 via Sierra, cross 15, and then November. Flight 682.
Flight 682, negative, taxi to gate Delta 43 via Sierra, cross runway 15, then November.
Delta 43 via Sierra, cross 15, then November, Flight 682. Yeah, it's gonna take another couple of flights, I think, in this plane to get the feeling back. I mean, overall it feels good. I forgot to do a single engine taxi test. I really don't feel like doing that right now. I was gonna like just turn around and just taxi around a little bit, but... Boo. Shame on me. Alright, we'll do it. We have no regard for safety. We're just crushing all these baggage carts. It's about the status quo these days, it seems. Alright, let's pull up the APU. Yeah, it looks like the rollback of the engines when you pull the power out is a little bit slower, too. So let's say I'm hovering around 40 and I pull the power back. They don't dump out right away. We'll shut off number 2. So far it looks like, I can tell you really how realistic this is because I'm not rated in this thing, but I'm not fighting it to go straight. I'm not fighting it to go straight at all. Which is nice. That's something I was never able to do before. I was constantly having to step on the rudder, hit the tiller. I'm able to actually turn into the engine that I have spooled up a little bit. Was never able to do that before. I would have been stuck. You'd have to turn around the other way. Yeah, braking feels good. My rudder pedals are acting a little weird lately. But I was never able to turn into the engine that was spooled. It was impossible. Just the 26. You know, like my brakes are like, now that worked, but like, and they're like getting stuck again, so I wonder if that bug is back. There was a bug in the rudder software, but I'm using SPAD, so I don't know why that's being weird. Yeah, if you want to DM it to me. Right, rudder doesn't always react. Have you checked to see if it's like a hardware thing? If you DM me, I'll post it. Is it the manual, Steve? Where the fuck did that go? Why are you over there? I got the manual from you. I don't see the, I didn't see my contacts out. Cool God, thank you for the, follow. Heard the rule. I'll have to file my manual PIREP in a minute. That's an image. I can't post that in here. Oh, yeah, so the link is the extended features then? Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Sweet. Alright, well, it was a terrible series of landings. Let's go take a look and see what, at least what APL, APL says, because I did not do, whatchamacallit, Pro Flight A cars, some dummy. So, let's go take a look at what APL says that landing looked like. It says it was a minus 89. I mean, I'll take it. Need to get used to the landing flare on that sucker again. Alright, I need to pull my contacts out because they're starting to bother me. So, I am going to end it here. Thank you everyone for watching. Welcome in all the new followers. And we will see you on the next one. Tomorrow night it's going to be the Halloween stream. We're going to start it off with some aviation, end it on something spooky, and it should be a good time. So I hope you guys show up. And if I don't speak to you guys, catch you on the next one. Enjoy your Halloweens. Be safe. And we're going to find somebody to raid, so stick around for that. Let's see here. We got Boozy Sheep on the Booze Cruise, so I don't think I've ever had the opportunity to raid Booze before, so let's go do it. Stick around for the raid. Everyone have a great night. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you on the next one.